The time now, it's 7 o'clock in the morning time on this Thursday morning, July 24th, 2014 on a Thursday morning. Time now, follow. What about your PJ Ways, the board report. Thursday morning, July 24th, 2014. A good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning. Current conditions at 7 o'clock in North Massachusetts. 71 degrees on temperature and overcast skies. Humidity at 94%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 29.77 inches. Duplicate about 69 degrees and visibility of 10 miles. Oh wait, let's take a look at our radar scope, and it shows lines of rain showers covering in the main turnpike corridor from Kittery to Portland down to Augusta. So those of you on the main turnpike gonna have a wet commute on southern Maine, and it's stretching it out for down east of the Maine up to the east central New Brunswick and the north central Nova Scotia. Spotted rain showers in west central portions of Prince Edward Island. And a line of rain showers in central New Jersey. A line of rain showers in Delaware, eastern Maryland, down for Virginia, western North Carolina, and a line of rain showers in West Virginia, down for southern Ohio, northeastern Kentucky. And a line of rain showers off the Carolina coastline here. And a line of spotted rain showers off the eastern Florida coastline, southern Florida, and off the western Florida Gulf Coast. Here, line of rain showers off the Gulf Coast and off the Louisiana Gulf Coast and down for South Central Texas, down for East Central Texas.
Disappearance of yet another commercial jetliner, as Savannah just mentioned. This time is an air.
And a line of showers and storms in East Central South Dakota, Western North Dakota, and spotted rain showers in the northwestern portions of South Dakota, down for Southern Saskatchewan, several western Manitoba. A line of rain showers in West Central Saskatchewan, a line of rain showers in Central to Western Alberta, down for Eastern British Columbia, and down for Northwestern Washington State. And spotted rain showers in I-5 quarter from Seattle down for Portland there. And spotty rain showers in west central Colorado, down for Utah, and down for Arizona, and down for northwestern Mexico. Pagos Lake Sky Round. Good morning, 58 degrees with clear skies here.
It was flying over Mali, where fighting continues on the north.
Satellite little beer, and it shows.
But they do not believe anyone on the ground has the fire.
A line of clouds from western Newfoundland up to Quebec and stretching it down for New England and down for the Midland States and down for western North Carolina, and a line of clouds around southern Ohio. Patch of clouds off the North Carolina coastline. Spotted clouds of Texas. Spotted clouds from western Mexico stretching in Arizona and Utah, Colorado, and up into the Rockies and up into the Dakotas and the northern Minnesota, down for southern Manitoba and down for western Canada.
In this plane flying over Western Africa, 110 passengers,
down for
crew members on board, and
Washington, Oregon, and northern Idaho, down for western Montana.
Distress calls from the plane, no radio communications that might give a hint of what went.
Alright, let's take a look at our map situation here. Cold front down for the North Central California, and stationary front down for the northwestern Nevada, and a cold front down for western Idaho. And a stationary front for Montana, stretching it down to the Rockies, and named for Oklahoma, and a stationary down for Arkansas, Tennessee. A cold front for East Central Tennessee. Stretching down from North Carolina up to Virginia, and up to the New England coastline, and stationary front off the New England coastline, a cold front up to New Brunswick, and another stationary front off the Carolina coastline. Front body down for the Carolinas and northeastern Georgia, and a front body from western Mississippi down for Louisiana and up south central Texas. Front body from western Arizona down for the Gulf of California. Front body from east central Nevada down for Utah down for northeastern Arizona. Front body down for the coast of California and front body down off the Washington, Oregon. We got low pressure to northwest central Washington, northeastern California, northern Idaho, northeastern Montana, and a high pressure in northeastern Minnesota, northeastern Wisconsin, and another low pressure in eastern Texas, high pressure in southern Colorado, and low pressure in western Carolina is off the southern Maine coastline here. 74 degrees at temperature in Boston, 77 out in Washington D.C., 72 in Atlanta, 81 in Miami, 76 in Brownsville, 73 in Dallas, Texas, 68 out in Kansas City, 65 in Minneapolis, 58 in Chicago, 76 out in
the state would pick those
76 out in Albuquerque, 73 in Denver, 86 in Salt Lake City, 68 in Los Angeles, and 63 out in San Francisco, 57 in Seattle, and 60 out in Great Falls, Montana. Here, current conditions around the region, it's 74 degrees at temperature out of Boston, it's 70 out in Pittsburgh, 70 out in Bedford, 71 in Beverly and Gloucester, 6 out in Haverhill, 66 out of Worcester and Sturbridge, it's 68 out of Webster, 71 in Milford and Norwood, 78 Taunton in Bedford and Falmouth. It's 71 in Chatham, 66 in Palmerston, 6 out in Cape Cod Bay, Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket, 70 out in Block Island and Smithfield at 71 out in Westerly at 6 down in Springfield, 67 in Amherst, 66 in Greenfield, 63 out in Pittsfield, 64 in Northampton, 65 in Albany, 63 in Bennington, 59 in Bradford, 66 in Keene, 65 in Jeffrey, 66 in Cork, New Hampshire, 65 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 69 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 70 out in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 70 out of Woodlock, 67 in Boston Harbor, 60 out in Hartford, 70 out of Meriden, 66 in Waterbury, 68 in Danbury, 60 out in New Haven, 71 out of Bridgeport, 72 in Long Island, 74 in New York City, 71 in Islip, 69 out of Malta. Alright, let's take a look at our current conditions forecast discussion around the country here. Cyprus has severe thunderstorms on the parts of the northern plains. The temperature to be 10 and 15 degrees below average over the past 7 hours. And the front over the northern Rockies and the Great Basin will move slowly eastward to the upper Mississippi Valley by Friday evening. Moisture will be pulled ahead of a boundary over the northern plains to the upper Mississippi Valley. Areas of showers and thunderstorms will develop, and moisture over the central northern plains will be moving over the Great Lakes by Friday evening. In addition, showers and thunderstorms will develop along the United States-Canadian border from the Northern Plains on Wednesday to the upper Mississippi Valley on Friday morning. By Friday evening, the showers and thunderstorms will expand southward or along the front to the parts of the middle Mississippi Valley. Additionally, upper level energy moving over the positive northwest will produce light rain over the parts of the area front. Thursday evening, a second front will move off to the northeast middle of the coast on Thursday, while the second end of the boundary will linger over the parts of the central Gulf Coast. In the southeast, Thursday afternoon and the Friday evening, the showers and thunderstorms developing along the front will be moving off the New England coast on Thursday morning. Additional showers and thunderstorms will develop along the boundary over the Tennessee Valley in the Mid-Atlantic on Thursday morning. Off the Mid-Atlantic coast on Friday morning, the thunderstorms will also develop over parts of the southeast on Friday evening. Elsewhere, upper level energy over the central Gulf Coast will trigger showers and thunderstorms over the parts of the Texas and the Gulf Coast Friday. Furthermore, moisture trapped underneath an upper level ridge over the southwest Seven Rockies will produce areas of showers and thunderstorms over the areas on Thursday and Friday here. And there will be a slight risk of some severe weather from the western North Dakota, northwestern South Dakota, and eastern Montana. So, population centers are for Bismarck, Minot, Mandan, Dixon, and Wilson all in western North Dakota. Here, hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes cannot be ruled out. Here,
their final journey home.
And fire weather watch. Elevated areas from southern Nevada down from western, southwestern Utah and northwestern Arizona. And elevated areas around eastern
refrigerated cars or back to the
Montana, Wyoming, northeastern Utah, and southern Idaho. And this is the largest population centers in risk area. Critical area from central Idaho and eastern Wyoming. Larger population centers in elevated critical area from Idaho Falls, Idaho, Casper, Wyoming, Rock Springs, Wyoming,
Dutch citizens walk out and honor these victims.
Green River, Wyoming, and Blackfoot, Idaho.
I was so excited to have some connection to the Dutch people yesterday. I thought they handled this.
Okay, let us take a look at our forecast discussion around New England here. A cold front slowly exits the coastal waters today. High pressure centered over Ohio Valley will build eastward and provide sunny skies on Friday. The highest shifts offshore Saturday, then unsettled glaciers late in the weekend and in the next week. A warm front approaches Sunday, bringing warm and humid air. A cold front then swings across the region from Monday and Tuesday, lingers off the east coast for the middle of the week. Of next week. Near term, a water vapor imagery shows a weak short wave moving to the front central Massachusetts at 4 a.m. and ahead of it there will be a batch of showers racing northeast front 7 New England, good in 7 New Hampshire. These showers will be long gone by daybreak. Fog and low cloudiness have not been as widespread as models indicated so far, only detected as visibly a 1.5 mile fog. In fact, most of the portions of 7 New England had only partial cloud cover, so many areas that may start at Saturday daybreak. At the surface, the cold front is already along the coast. The upper trail axis is still on west and an upper level jet maximum is forecast to straighten as it moves across the region front this afternoon. This is likely to keep it on the cloudy side front the morning and early afternoon, especially in Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts. The front will be slowly tacked to the coastal water since a weak wave of low pressure will be moving along it. We are watching a batch of showers in eastern Pennsylvania, by which round 2 points filtered in from the north has already down to 57. The key thinking that the world and all minerals restricted chance of showers, so mainly they keep it down to the early afternoon hours. So have come back in pumps today. The northwest 2/3 of the region should become mostly sunny, pleasant in the afternoon highs. Today, mainly up 70s and low 80s.
On the West Coast related to fundraising, that takes nothing away from his ability to get on the phone with...
Alright, let's take a look at what is brewing in the tropics here.
Russian President Vladimir Putin.
And this is another disturbance, number 1.
The West.
This overnight showers and thunderstorms moving westward over the portions of the Lesser Antilles. associated with the remnants of tropical pressure to their north sides of the surface circulation of variable conditions are conducted for redevelopment of the system. As it moves west-northwest at about 25 miles per hour, showers and gusty winds are possible for much of the day, especially the island of Guadalupe, Dominican, Martinique, and St. Lucia. Formation chance for 4 hours, low about 0% and formation chance for 5 days, low about 0% here. In Eastern Pacific here,
President Obama is president 24 hours a day.
double barrel of action going on in the Eastern Pacific. A low pressure located about 1450 miles west-southwest of the southern tip of Baja California. Peninsula continues to gradually show signs of organization. Environmental conditions appear conducive for additional tropical development. This system is
Cooperstown, New York,
expected to become a tropical depression during the next day or two while it moves westward and west-northwest with about 10 miles per hour. Formation chance for 4 hours, high 80%.
Wednesday, after assessing the security situation there. NBC's
Formation chance 5 days, high 9% surface throw of low pressure is issued about 1250 miles east-southeast of the Big Island of Hawaii is producing different shower activity. Development in this system is possible during the next few days while it moves west-northwest where at 10 to 15 miles per hour in the Central Pacific. Formation chance for 4 hours, medium about 30%, and formation chance for 5 days, medium about 50%. An area of low pressure is forecast to form 700 miles southwest of the coast of Mexico in a few days. Some development of this system is expected over the weekend and while it moves generally west-northwest with about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Formation chance for 40 hours, low near 0%, and formation chance for 5 days high. To medium about 50%. Another area of low pressure could form during the next couple of days along 1,000 miles southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula. Some gradual development of this system is possible by the weekend while it moves generally west-northwest with about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Formation chance for 4 hours, low near 0%, and formation chance for 5 days, low about 20%.
As you heard Peter say,
And let's check out to see what is going on in the Eastern Pacific
the FAA
in the tropic system here.
Israel. We should note and show you some video of a few hours ago. Incoming rockets right over this area coming from Gaza were intercepted by the Israeli Defense Forces. So still a dangerous situation over here, Willie, but the flights resume.
Yeah, as the fighting continues. Kate Snow in Tel Aviv. Kate, thanks so much. 2 people are in jail this morning after a wild carjacking spree near Denver, Colorado. It began with a
Nope, nothing brewing in the
that came to a
Eastern Pacific here.
highway chase.
Okay, today's highs. We will see 73 for Boston and 82 in New York and 77 for Worcester and 70 Providence. So today's temperature range for today, we will see 72 to 82 degrees. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, let's take a look at weather notes here. 2 points are now 65 in the uncomfortable range. By evening, it will fall to 55. Will be comfortable. It'll be less humid today. A fantastic Friday, and you have a but weekend plans. Pick Saturday instead of Sunday because showers gonna be returning Sunday with the humidity here. And high will be 72, 82, and weekend Saturday sunny 85 and Sunday sunny with some storms 81 degrees. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For today, Put Got down here 78 degrees and north wind about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, Petrovac after 5 8 hours, Put Got load 60 degrees and light variable wind. Friday, Got down here 81 degrees and north wind about 6 miles coming west in the afternoon. Friday night, Petrovac after 5 8 hours, Port Got low 60 degrees and southwest wind about 6 miles per hour. Saturday, Put 35 before 7 a.m. hours. Got down here 83 degrees and south wind about 5 to 11 miles per hour. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 2 a.m. and mostly Cascades with a low at 67 degrees and chance of precipitation 30%. Sunday, chance of showers and thunderstorms mostly Cascades high near 80 degrees and chance of precipitation 50%. And Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms likely Petrovac after 1 a.m. and tomorrow mostly Cascades with a low at 69 degrees and chance of precipitation 6%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms likely in Petrovac high near 82 degrees and chance of precipitation 6%. Monday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms Petrovac after 3 a.m. mostly Cascades low at 67 degrees and chance of precipitation 30%. Tuesday, Pakistan sky down near 80 degrees, and Tuesday night, Parker sky low 61 degrees for Wednesday, Boston sky down near 80 degrees.
92 in Newark.
Peters, what a phrase of the day! A terrific Thursday on tap and a fantastic Friday in store for tomorrow. Here,
Wild Yankee game last night, right at that dark one, and then boom.
Peter, channel news time is now 7:14.
Humidity, but out west, different story. Got this upper level ridge anchor.
And it is time now for a travel report here on this.
Degrees, gonna feel like 100.
And the Rhode Island highways are more on fine, except a little incident on 95
Houston, Midland, Texas, air temperature.
southbound.
After the humidity, it'll feel like 100. 101 degrees. They got a couple more days of this.
Rand Division Road and
We're going to get to your local forecast coming up.
East Greenwich here. But otherwise, all the highways in Rhode Island move on fine.
This is good.
95, 295, 195, 6 and 10 corridor. And meanwhile, Route 3 is moving fine on both sides from
To save you money.
7 more down from Braintree, 24 north Little Soul from
The CEO.
Harrison Boulevard and Avon to 128 and then Randolph. 95 northbound also from Norwood to 128 in Kenton. Southeast Expressway northbound slow from the Braintree split to Dorchester due to two accident on Southeast Expressway northbound side near the Quantum Street exit and
Good morning, everyone. 74 in Boston.
Southeast Expressway on southbound side an accident around Neponset Street Avenue, so slope from
Point levels go.
Mercy Boulevard all the way down to 203 in
Not many shots.
Dorchester and Tippecanoe tunnels modified on both sides here. Route 1 stop Wilson from Route 16 and never down for the Tobin Bridge here. And 93 stop Wilson from Medford all the way down to the Taken Bridge doing an accident 93 southbound. And the Mystic River Bridge between Medford and Somerville there.
We are learning some more this
And 180 a little slower around
into that dangerous stunt on the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a story we told you about yesterday.
180 stop a little slower around the river doing an accident on Route 180 stop near 145 Winthrop there.
Investigative correspondent
128 stopping a little slow from Linfield all the way down for 93 and Reading doing an accident on 128 stop on Route 28 in Reading here. And with 128 stop a little slow from 62 in Burlington down for 4225 Lexington. And with 3 stops on spotty slow down from around North Billerica and around between Billerica and Burlington here. And 3 North Modified from 120 to the New Hampshire border. 9395 Modified from 120 to the New Hampshire border. 45 Modified from both sides from Amesbury all the way out to Wareham here. And otherwise 9524 Modified from 120 to the Rhode Island border here. And Route 3 Modified from Weymouth down to Sagamore. And 28 Modified from Buzz Bay down to Falmouth. And Route 6 Modified from Sagamore to Orleans. So a typical little slow Thursday morning could be, but a little fine here as the mass bike on the eastbound side.
To make an identification. They know it was
Little slow on the eastbound side after you pass Route 9 in Framingham and it's all the way down to Route 30 in Natick. And another slow on the mass pike from 120 in Weston down to Route 16 in Newton here. And it's got an accident on mass pike on westbound in Framingham. Peter Channel News Time 7:17. Take a look at our news story, and our top story is Algeria airline with 160 people on board disappeared 50 minutes into a Thursday morning flight from Burkina Faso to Algeria.
indicates that perhaps others
In Gaza, Jerusalem, Israel wanted a partial reprieve from their complaining about its Gaza war on Thursday with a lifting of U.S. orders. Wednesday's executioner Joseph Wood took news to us. Some Wood say 7 of us went rock but worthless and dead. Wood killed say the focus should be on Wood's victims here. China's factory activity expanded its fastest in 18 months in July as new orders surged while the Eurozone's private sector also perked up suggestion of global economy started in the second half of 2014 on a solid footing. In grumble over Ukraine as it remains the more victims that are shut down on Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 were loaded onto planes Thursday in eastern Ukraine for the flight to the Netherlands, and the deteriorating security situation around the crash site kept that. In Washington, the Federal Aviation Administration has lifted a ban on U.S. flights in and out of Israel, which had the agency imposed out of concern for the risk of planes being hit by Hamas rockets. Here,
to get the city's attention, it certainly worked.
top police officials and activists from Boston and New York communities blessed the state Senate Tuesday for warning on gun control legislation by a conservative division aimed at keeping rifles and shotguns out of hands of dangerous people. Rescue workers scrambled across the mangled wreckage and rubble from a cloud swoop in a nearby building. The plane was trying to land during a thunderstorm when it crashed near the runway of the Taiwanese the island Penghu as it hit by Typhoon Matmo. In Rome, a mother put on death row for refusal to reject Christianity fled Sudan on Thursday, ended an almost year-long ordeal that triggered outrage around the world. Leave outside the particulars of the latest Gaza war, different question arises when observing the situation in Eastern Europe when
When kids are involved, so this guy.
in New York Police Department is conducting an internal investigation after a new video surface of another officer using an apparent choke point on the suspect during arrest. A federal judge in Denver struck down in Colorado's voter ban on gay marriage, but then the issue immediately stayed on the real negative in order to give the state an opportunity to appeal. Some of the immigrant children crossing the border say that they are being subjected to abuse and inhumane treatment by U.S. Border Patrol stations in South Texas. President Barack Obama is in Los Angeles on Thursday for the Democratic fundraising and speech in the economy. Ford Motor Company is the second largest U.S. automaker, said quarterly Pre-tax profit fell less than an analyst spent in sales in China increased, and the company reported its first profit in Europe in 3 years. Kuala Lumpur, Russia will cooperate with an investigation into the downing of a Malaysian airliner a week ago, and it's survived that the Netherlands revenue in Ukraine is leading the effort, the country's ambassador to Malaysia said.
Appreciate hearing from our customers via social media.
Rupert Murdoch split for Time Warner threatens the Golden Age of television. Standard General has proposed a new slate of directors for American Apparel's board. A man walks past an American Apparel store in New York City. Apple has forcefully denied running a surveillance backdoor on its iOS operating system, which is used on iPhones and iPads. As we said before, Apple has never worked in any government agency from any country to create a backdoor. Google hauled by Europe over the right to be forgot a reaction. Lana Del Rey, the young musician, revealed that because she hopes to advance her career, she slept with guys in industry music. In Rome, the year's Venice Film Festival will tackle the top aspect of financial crisis to drone warfare and feature performances from Willem Dafoe, Al Pacino, and Ivanov. Much has been made about the drained about Johnson's grilling for this regime to play Hercules, and it's clear the hard work has paid off. It turns out being that the Duran comes at a price. The 80s pop bands to be suing their own fan club, which is based in a town about 20 miles north of Chicago, for possibly $40,000 in damages. Sports tonight, this afternoon, the Red Sox will be wrapping up their 4-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays, where Riverdale was pitching last night. The Red Sox lose today. Toronto Blue Jays 6-4. In the Modern Dog magazine article titled Chelsea, Dogs and the Green-Eyed Monster, Stanley Curran and observed discovered that dogs have Chelsea and everything as humans to make it clear that they are closer to us spiritually than we have thought. Image provided by the Bureau of Land Management Cave. Specialist Brian McKenzie grapples in a natural trap cave in the north central Ireland during a cleanup expedition. A new study about the prescription drug Truvada backs early research showing that it can protect against HIV infection. A paper presented at the International AIDS Conference in Melbourne, Australia, detailed the risk of a study that examined the effect. London Glasgow Smith Kline said on Thursday they're appealing for regulatory approval for the world's first vaccine against malaria designed for use in children in Africa. Alright, let's take a look at our morning stock report here from CNBC.
Innovation that excites. Shop ChooseNissan.com. TPC Boston plays host of Bill Mickelson, Adam Scott, Ricky Fowler, Jordan Spieth, and the top 100 PGA Tour players.
Okay, pre-market here.
In cooperation with EMC.
Dow futures 17.55 up 30. S&P futures 19.75 up 4, and Nasdaq futures 39.83 up 13 1/4 here. In European markets here, DAX 94.61 up 51.05, FTSE 6805 up 685, and CAC 44.1106 up 34.74. Nikkei 1524.42 down 44.14. Shanghai 205.06 up 26.57. HSI 241.41.50 up 169.63. US Dow 1706 down 1786.63 down 26.91. SP 519.87.01 up 3.48. Nasdaq 4473.70 up 17.68. In oil news here, oil 102.85 down 0.27, Brent 107.77 down 0.26, and natural gas 3.771 up 0.009.
To combine solar and natural gas.
Gold 1299.90 down 4.80, silver 20.915 down 0.08, and copper 3.2545 up 0.0475 here. In the bonds here, US 10-year yield 2.4853 up 0.021, Germany 10-year yield 1.171% up 0.022, and Japan 10-year yield 0.1525 down 0.002. And you have
they're irresistible, completely.
European USD 1.3474 up 0.001. USD Japanese yen 101.61 up 0.14, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.7014 up down 0.0028. And that's going to be it for now. What a magician at the Peter Cello News Water Report on this July 24th, 2014 on a Thursday morning. Peters, have a good day. I'll say land with a good positive attitude. Have a good day with a good positive attitude. See you at 5 o'clock.
One warning.
Have a good day.